Stick 'em up, cowboy.
So...
Yeah, real funny, Dutch.
Oh, I thought so. So, here we are in a strange land of papists and rapists. America's very own Gomorrah.
Yeah, cities all look the same to me. So, how you get on?
I've been asking around about Mr. Bronte. And from what I've heard, this establishment is our best lead, but I haven't had any joy in there so far.
So, I should just give it a shot?
I think so. Just keep it cool.
You know me? I'll meet you back here anon.
Funny you should say that.
Well, you know how it is. I told him. I
Hello?
said, that's the state of Lemoyne for you. America's dirty little French secret.
That's why we love it.
Born and raised. Well, I'm sorry. Please excuse me. I seem to have some very impatient customers. Now, how can I help? You look like a whiskey man.
Sure.
$1, please.
For a whiskey?
Sure. That's the real stuff. From Scotland.
Okay. Here, have one for yourself.
Well, thank you.
So, mister, can I ask you a question? You ever hear of a fella by the name of Bronte?
Who's asking?
Me. I'm asking.
No, leave it, friend.
What do you mean, leave it?
Look, I don't know what business you in, but leave it, friend. You and your pal that was in here before.
Bronte? Angelo Bronte? Mr. Big, Mr. Italian spaghetti-eating, long streaker piss big. He makes my skin crawl. I'm so swarthy, a cocksucker. You know what I mean, friend?
Where can I find him?
Oh, well, I reckon you talk to them kids in the alley, they'll know, I guess. Oh, and friend, you'll be careful now. Immigrants, they're not to be trusted.
Come on now, this sulking doesn't become you.
You always have...
Pardon me, but have you seen any kids around this way?
Yeah, I think I heard a few in the other courtyard up ahead. You can get through on the left there.
So are you done with the silent treatment now?
No. Hey! Hey, you got a cigarette, mister?
Maybe.
Huh?
I'm looking for a fellow named Angelo Bronte. Italian.
I know him. Everyone knows him.
Where is he?
We'll take you to him. What it'll cost?
I reckon I can pay.
$5.
Where's he live? New York?
I'm an entrepreneur. If you don't want to pay, then I don't want to walk.
Let's buy bread. Here. Come on.
This away. Let's go, mister. You coming, Cleet? Stay close. Easy to get lost around here. Come on, then. You new to the city, mister?
Pretty much.
Don't worry. No one knows it as good as me and Cleet.
Is that right?
Hope you won't need his services, but you got the doctor on the corner there. Nice enough, fella. That's Baird and Schreiber on the right there. Famous bookstore. Not that I'm much of a reader myself. Now over here's a real piece of art. That's the Church of the Holy Blessed Virgin, mister. Modeled on the famous church in Toulouse, which is in France. You been to Toulouse, mister?
No.
We're Catholics here, mister. Ain't Baptist or nothing.
My mama said they used to burn Protestants and all, but, we all friends now. Isn't that the most beautiful testament to God's love for us all?
Bet they don't have nothing so fine where you come from, mister. Look at them fine steeples.
Hey, you little pair of shits!
Get going! He's coming after us!
Get back here!
Bye, mister!
I'm being treated like a village idiot.
right now. Ah, God damn it! Bastard got off.
Ah, damn street trash. You after that kid? That other shit went that way.
Thanks for the help, friend.
You know, I kind of...
Hey, you see a kid about 14 years old run through here?
Why, yes, we did. He went around the corner there.
Thanks a lot, mister!
That's enough. Come here. Hey! Moron!
Bye, mister!
Oh, you poor devil.
Just give it up, farm boy!
Stop, you shit!
I'll spend it on something nice, mister, I promise!
You give that back!
I don't take Delulus.
Don't you have pigs to feed?
This is your last warning, boy!
Careful! Ugh, kid.
Careful there.
I'm telling you, a cucumber's definitely a fruit.
Since when?
Forever. I read it in the newspaper.
That must be true. So they tell you your dog's a cat now, you just start calling him Memphis.
That ain't really the same thing.
Morning.
Boo! This is fun, mister. I like you.
你早啊
I'll kill you, you thieving bastard!
What's the problem, Fred?
Give me my things, boy.
What are you talking about, friend?
I ain't your friend, but that kid is, and he robbed from me. Now give me back my stuff and take me to Angelo Bronte.
Senor Bronte.
That kid was gonna show me before he robbed me. Now, come on!
You new in town, mister?
Come on.
Mr. Bronte's got a lot of friends, mister, but I ain't never seen you.
We ain't friends.
You don't like no one, mister. Mr. Bronte, he's got fine hair. He got a beautiful house, and I am proud to work for him. He got 50 men, mister. Why he gonna care a thing about you?
I just want to speak with him.
I'm sure you do, mister. You and them friends of yours been asking about him all over town. He been mighty disrespected. Bunch of muddy Yankees in town asking questions. Well, you and your friend should pay him a visit, mister. He's got a big house on Flavian Street opposite the park.
Hey, yokel.
Now, get out of here.
Good morning, sir.
Where you been?
Getting robbed?
Who by?
Bunch of children.
I won't inquire anymore.
But I found Mr. Bronte. Seems to be some Italian Mr. Big in town. Everybody knows him, but nobody wants to talk about him. Apparently lives in a big house on Flavian Street opposite the park.
Good work.
So what now?
We go pay him a visit. I'll get John, you meet us there. Whatever it takes, we need to get that boy back.
I cannot decide which I like less. The swamps or the city. Both are full of parasites, reptiles, and slime. We're a long way east to land we know, and far from real open country.
There you are.
You boys ready?
Of course. What else do you know about this guy?
Not much, just he's some slick little greasy-haired European who's clearly got power and money. Now, listen. If we go in there and start shooting up the place, boy's gonna get shot, that I guarantee. Fella like this, he's gonna have a lot of protection.
No one gonna get shot, Arthur, so everyone just relax. We'll charm them. Trust me. This the place?
Must be.
You okay, John?
I guess.
Excuse me, sir. We have an appointment to see Mr. Bronte.
Who are you?
You get your boss down here and now so we can talk about this like gentlemen.
Run along now, boy.
Was that the special Dutch charm I heard so much about?
Relax.
You looking for a problem?
I got this.
Don't worry, boys. We come in peace. We just need to straighten a couple of things out with your boss.
Dentro.
Chi sono sti buffoni?
Sono qui per Picciotto.
Coi soldi?
Why do you take his son?
Excuse me.
I said, why did you take his son? We ain't got no problems with you, sir. Nor you with us. But if you want to start one, there's going to be a lot of folks dead in this room before it's done.
So, you walk into my city, stinking of shit and looking like this, and you come into my house before you have a bath and you tell me how to act? You ask me to show compassion. Have I not shown you almost infinite compassion already by simply allowing you to breathe in my presence?
Indeed you have. Now, we are simple country folk. All we have is each other. And you have gone and you have took his son over some dispute with some inbred ex-slavers. It ain't got nothing to do with any one of us.
You had nothing to do with destroying the liquor business!
We was innocent bystanders. And that which we weren't innocent of, well, we most surely were ignorant of.
You twist words, you lie shamelessly. You think you are better than everyone else. Ti adoro. Date davvero sti uomini. Angelo Bronte.
Dutch Vanderland. Arthur Morgan.
Arthur, the pleasure is mine.
John Marston.
All mine, please.
So, can my friend have his son?
Of course, of course. But, should I be out of pocket over a misunderstanding? Of course I know you would not want that, huh?
No.
No. So, how about this? You perform a simple job for me, and you get your son back.
What is it?
A couple of people have taken to grave robbing in the cemetery.
Well, that is a fine place for it, the best.
I love this guy. I love you. See, they've taken not only to desecrating the dead, but they've done so without paying a tribute to the living. Thing is, they see my men, of course they run a mile. So maybe you two head off, huh? And you, Mr. Van der Linde, you tell me more about my manners. Salute.
Salute.
Grave robbers? You think he's taking us for a fool?
No idea. What choice do we have?
None, I guess. This is idiotic.
You know where the cemetery is?
I think so. Pretty sure I rode by it earlier. It's real impressive.
You know, you did good, holding your tongue in there.
Do you trust one word that comes out of that bastard's mouth? We don't even know where Jack is.
Listen, we found Bronte. We got in there. Dutch is with him now. All things considered, it could have gone a lot worse.
That poor kid. I ain't been a good father to him. I hope he's okay.
He'll be fine. I figure the Braithwaites were going to hold Jack ransom for all the money we cost him. They must have sent him here so we couldn't get to him. But Bronte knows by now there's no Braithwaites left to pay him. Jack ain't much use to him anymore. Let's just get this done and let Dutch handle the rest.
I just hope you're right.
Why are you taking this out on me?
Okay, I think this is it. Keep it down. Let's hitch the horses up ahead. God damn it!
You did real good, boy.
This way. Come on. Let's find him and get the hell out of here. Stay quiet. We don't want to spook him.
Wait a second. Hey there, boy. All right. Gotta keep looking.
When my time comes, Arthur, make sure they put me deep in the ground.
With pleasure.
This place gives me the chills.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a bit to drink. Our friend died. They can hear us, you know. They're still with us.
You should get yourself home.
Hang on. There might be something.
Get in cover. Hey, John, over here.
You boys found my puppies, watch it! Damn it!
How many you see? You should have paid Mr. Bronte. Bastards are trying to draw us out.
We sure picked the right night for it.
We heard you a mob. both of them. Oh, God!
If it moves! We got one left. Let's smoke him out.
I can think of better ways to spend an evening.
Next time Dutch can go. After guts! I think that's all of them. All right. Now let's find their stash. Gotta be around here someplace.
Okay, but we'll need to be quick.
We can't go back to Bronte empty-handed. Let's have a look where they first shot at us from.
Robbing grave robbers. We've hit the big time.
Like I said, let's look around where they jumped us.
Think there might be something in here. Got it.
Good. Now let's get out of here. Shit, it's the law. Let's go. Maybe we can get out that gate. Locked. Let's just track back to where we came in.
Damn it!
Come on. We best stick to the side. Someone coming! Hide!
I found a body! Looks fresh. Still bleeding. Must just been killed. They're still here!
With me. Back to Dutch. Looks like we lost him for now. Come on. Let's just get there. Come on, quick! Let's get back to Dutch.
Well, it's lucky I ain't a religious man.
Let's just get back there, collect our side of the deal.
You all right?
He'd best not be playing games with us.
He almost certainly is. But let's just see. Keep your head. Act normal.
How's he even gonna know we did what he asked?
I got a feeling most things around here get back to him pretty fast. Like I said, we'll just see where we're at once we got Jack.
Watch out!
You hear they caught one of the laborers?
All right, let's get this done. Come on, Arthur.
Well, you took your time.
Jack!
Where's your host?
Like I said, you took your time.
I'm glad to see you.
Let's get going. What a fine man. Hey, friend, thank Mr. Bronte
You all
for
right?
everything.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Come on.
You know, Arthur, Mr. Bronte has invited us to a garden party at the mayor's house. And us, just simple country boys. Let's go! We have a new camp set up, Jack. You're gonna love it. All right, let's get this boy back to his mother.
You sure you're okay, son?
I'm fine. Papa Bronte said you'd come for me.
I'm sorry.
What for?
For that. For taking so long.
I had a fun time. I had my own room with a big bed and a toy box. And lots of books.
Did they do anything to you?
Have you ever had spaghetti?
What's that?
It's food. It looks like worms, but it's delicious.
Is that right?
Papa Bronte teach me lots of Italian words.
Don't call him that, please.
You know, caballo? That means horse. And pantafola? That's a slipper.
A slipper?
They gave me 2 pairs. One for day and one for night.
Well, I'm just glad you're all right.
Oh, yes. I had the best time. But I can't wait to see Mama. Did she miss me?
She sure did. Like you wouldn't know.
Abigail! Abigail! We got you, your son, everything.
We got him!
Mama!
He's fine!
I'm fine, Mama. They fed me good. Italian food. You ever eat that?
Come here, you silly boy. You got him. You got my son back. Dutch, Arthur, thank you. Thank you. I got my son back!
Jack. How are you, boy?
I'm fine, thanks.
Everything's okay now. Abigail?
Can I go play now?
So?
Well, we met Mr. Bronte. He is quite a character.
Is he now?
You ever meet an Italian strongman before?
Not outside of a circus.
Well, let me tell you all about him. John, you go be with your family. Arthur, thank you. Boys, we got some work to do. Interesting work. But first, let's have a drink. We got Jack back!
Well, the boy's safe, thank goodness.
Thank you, Arthur. I don't know how to say it. Thank you.
I understand. Come on. Do as Dutch says. Go be with your family.
That's him! Come on in here! He's back, all right!
Hey, make some room for John there.
Come on, are we celebrating or what?
Good to have you back, kid. We missed you. Hey, how about a song, huh? Javier, play us away.
De la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando.
Un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando. Un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo los corazones. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo los corazones.
Hooray! All right, let's give this boy a bit of space.
See you later.
Good to have you back, Jackie. We missed you.
Cuando salí de Hermosillo, lágrimas
Micah.
vine llorando.
Oh, hey, Arthur.
Y con la flor del trompillo.
Come on. You must be starving, son. Let me get you something to eat.
Thanks, Mama. Can I play a little?
Of course you can.
Well done, John.
Good
Couldn't
for
have
you.
done it without Dutch and Arthur.
The old guard. I'm very relieved. We all are.
Yeah. Thank God it worked out.
Welcome back, Jack.
Thanks, Uncle Hosea.
Well, I'll let you fine folks get reacquainted.
There he is.
Mr. Summer.
Hello, Arthur.
Ay, ya se secó el jacalito.
Tahiti, dear boy. Tahiti.
If you say so.
Mangoes, maidens, paradise, an unspoiled paradise.
Yeah, I hope so.
Faith, Arthur. Have a little faith.
Well, I should get back to it.
Whatever you say.
I think so.
Tell us again.
Sure. So I got caught doing something or other. I was just a kid, 17, 18, long before I met Dutch. I was newly an orphan. Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was. And he decided I was going to be cared for.
Eat that all up now, Jack.
For a chicken?
Okay, Mama.
Yes. Only some folks thought it was unfair. And at the hanging, there was a riot. They went to lynch me. But someone I never saw, he shot the rope clean through. Instead, they hanged the sheriff. And I got away with nothing more than a sore neck.
Was you scared?
Absolutely petrified.
Fair enough.
Thanks again for that watch, Arthur. I left something for you by your bed.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Well, sure I did.
Lenny!
Welcome home, little Jack. Me and my mistress did the same. Sure, and he's the one that turned me into a dirty little whore. He asked me for a candlestick to light him up to bed. He asked me for my hand.
Everyone's favorite uncle.
Howdy, Arthur. I jumped in bed with
You okay?
Mr. Morgan.
How's it all going?
Okay.
You're in a good mood.
Good for you.
Happy to have the boy
Uh-huh.
safe.
Ain't nobody ever gonna take him again. I swear. So, I was thinking, maybe it would be a little easier for me to keep an eye on him if we all stayed together. You know, in my room.
You mean like a normal family?
Look around you. Ain't nothing normal about any of this. Take this fella for one.
Man don't just change like the wind, Abigail. I thought you'd have known that by now.
No, Arthur, some folks change. And others is just too dumb. Come on along now, Jack. Time for bed. Say goodnight to everyone.
You ain't joining the party, Reverend?
I don't want to ruin it.
I'm feeling sorry for yourself. You're not joining in?
Not really in the mood.
Okay.
Come on, Kieran, join in.
Oh, no, I'm okay, thank you. I'll just watch.
Suit yourself, then.
Remember, it's your fault that boy went missing.
It wasn't... I mean, I said that I'm sorry.
Count yourself real lucky.
Another song? Come on, fellers. What do you got for me?
Hey there, Charles.
Hello, Arthur.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hey there.
Pulling all about the sheets as bedbugs knew about the sheets.
Started as a thieving line in 1849. Opposition they defies, the people must recover or die.
Get some rest.
Get some rest. Get some rest. Who am I, a child to be talked to like that? I am a lady. A lady, well-bred, not some trollop off the street that can pick up you sanctimonious bastard. I'm a lady.
Oh, yes, I can see. Very ladylike.
What is wrong with me? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I have the feeling you're about to tell me.
You have ruined my life.
When they feel inclined, we'll have you
I see
walking
things
on behind.
I'm sure you do. You see everything differently.
They promise when you're fair, you pay. You'll have to
Leave
walk
me
away
alone.
half the way. Out of sight with a cunning laugh.
Look out, Molly.
You'll have to push the other half. They started as a secret.
We did it.
Yes, we did.
Thank God. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Okay, Arthur.
Very good.
There he is, old Arthur.
Miss Karen,
The strong, silent, manly one of us.
you're drunk.
This ain't drunk, Arthur.
It smells drunk.
Well, then don't smell it, you stuck-up piece of shit. Goddamn you.
Take it easy, Miss Karen. Hello.
Pearson?
Maybe play something for Jack later.
I'll ask him in a bit.
Okay.
See? What'd I tell you? Listen. Next time, listen. Faith. Faith is all that matters. We had faith, and we made it. We are gonna make it. We have a plan. My friends. My loved ones. A plan. It is a real plan. We are gonna leave this place, and we are gonna find our own paradise, our own heaven. Tahiti, Fiji, Australia, the real new world. Not this
godforsaken dump that all of Europe's detritus has acted out its vengeance on. We are gonna be free! Free.
Yes, we are, Dutch! That's right, boss.
Too right, Dutch.
My dear Arthur, I hope this letter finds you well. I wanted to thank you for your help with Jamie. He and Daddy are still arguing, but I understand that Jamie is thinking about going back to college. Whatever happens, I believe you saved his life, and we are all truly grateful. Oh, Arthur, I have made such a mess of my life, time and again. Why can I not change and be the woman I want to be? Why couldn't you change and be a man and put down all those fantasies that shroud your judgment? Life is very confusing, and I see now that I am not very good at it. I'm afraid we've got ourselves into another mess. It's not my fault, but I need your help. I'm staying at the Hotel Grand in Saint Denis. Oh, Arthur, I know it is wrong to ask you, but I have nobody else, and for what we once had together, I beg of you, even though I am ashamed to do so. Yours, Mary. Arthur! Arthur! Up here! You came!
Yeah, I came. So, what do you need?
Wait there! I'm coming straight down! Arthur,
Hello, Mary.
you came.
Sure. Whenever you call for me, I'll come.
Oh, Arthur.
What's wrong?
Daddy.
Your father? I'm a bigger fool than I even thought.
I'm begging you, Arthur. I know Daddy was not kind to you, but surely you cannot hate a man for the sin of loving his daughter and wanting better for her than
Than me?
than the choices you make.
What choice did I have? Did I ever have?
Oh, I know. You had to live by your code. But your code is... well, it's not right.
Has your way been right, Mary? With you? And Jamie joining a bunch of crazies? And hypocritical daddy with his drinking and whoring and gambling? Huh? Is that what a pure life has gotten you? Begging me for help?
Oh, Arthur. Be kind to me. Please.
Sorry.
I should have asked someone else, but...
But I'm the best guy you know at frightening decent people.
It wasn't that I didn't love you, Arthur. You know that.
I know.
Oh, Arthur. We were so very young. Think how different life could have been.
Yeah, I think about it. A lot. It all seems so long ago and far away now.
Will you help me try to save Daddy?
Come along, Dan. Where are we going? What's the old lovable patriarch been up to now?
Oh, Arthur, you know sarcasm is beneath you. He's been gambling and drinking and other things.
Oh, the filthy rotter. Where can we find him?
He said he was going down to the Theodore Eckhart stables. Something about a horse It's down by the water in the warehouse district near the train yard.
Come on, then.
Don't be a pompous ass, Arthur. It doesn't suit you.
Oh, should I leave that to Daddy?
Leave Daddy alone. He suffers enough.
Well, I suppose I can take some consolation in that.
No, Arthur. I should have ran away with you years ago.
Well, you wouldn't.
No, I didn't. But... well... I don't know.
So what do you think he's up to?
I'm not sure. He keeps saying it's a disgrace a man of his standing has to ride around on some old nag.
Standing? He's usually falling down.
Arthur, he wasn't always this way, but it has got worse. He's drinking and gambling more than ever, pawning things off left and right, mixing with bad people. I'm just scared for him.
Don't worry too much. Whatever it is, we'll work it out.
This is the place. Let me go in and see what kind of a state he's in.
Sure. I'll wait here. Good luck. Scream if you need any help.
Very funny.
You can't stand there.
What, in the street?
Yes, in the street.
Is it your street?
Just get out of here.
Why?
I said, just get out of here.
Listen, partner. I'm waiting on the lady. She's a fine lady. She's just gone inside. If I wasn't waiting on this lady, you'd be dead already. But if you continue to irritate me, I'll kill you. And make my apologies to the lady. It's your call.
Oh, I didn't mean nothing.
Never been so demeaned in my life.
Apology accepted. Oh, wait right there.
I have half a mind to kill you myself.
Daddy!
No.
Oh, Daddy, please, come home. You're tired, Daddy, tired and
I have no
unwell.
such thing. You get away from me. You head home. I insist upon it. Leave me be. Damn nuisance.
Excuse me, partner. Still as charming as ever, I see.
Oh, Arthur, he's up to no good. We better follow him.
Okay.
This way. He went around the corner. Wait, Arthur.
You can see why he has such a high opinion of himself. We'll just follow the smell.
Arthur, come on. He just went between those crates. Come here, quick.
Mind where you go. Mind where you go.
Sorry?
Do you think he saw us?
I don't think so.
What did you say to me? I didn't say a thing insulting. I'll wipe that goddamn smirk clean off your face. Ain't you a little old for brawling, mister? Damn you!
He's heading across the road.
You know, this is kind of fun.
Shh, he'll hear you. You could have cleaned yourself up a bit.
I didn't realize I was here to impress anyone.
He just went left down that alleyway. What's he doing?
Let's go find out. Don't say I never show you a good time.
I'm just glad you're here. What's he doing? What do you think he's doing?
Well, he's either waiting for a woman of dubious morals or he's trying to sell something.
So, Ashton, you got the money?
Seems he's selling something.
Have you got the brooch, Mr. Gillis?
Yes. Here.
Here's the money. That is beautiful.
It's a family heirloom.
That was Mother's
Family
brooch.
Not any longer, Mr. Gillis. Enjoy the money, and should you need any more, I can offer you a loan at a very reasonable rate of interest.
No, thank you. I've heard what happens to folks who take loans from you.
It's not even
I've
his
met
to
100
sell.
men
Oh, it's
like
just
you,
a
Mr.
brooch.
Gillis.
At least he didn't get himself killed.
You don't understand. Mother left it to me. You sold my mother's brooch? How could you?
You!
That's theft.
Oh, speaking of thieves, I see you found your outlaw again.
Hello, sir. Have you been well?
Daddy, how could you?
Mary, wait here. I'll go get the brooch.
Don't hurt anyone, Arthur.
You'll probably kill someone. Oh, would you like that?
Hey, you, Ashton! Hold her right there! God damn it. Idiot. Hey! Stop that coach! Get back here! You hearing me? Stop that damn coach! God damn it! You stop right now! Hello, now!
Oh, what the hell?
Idiot.
You're making a big mistake! Where are you taking me? I bought that brooch fair and square!
Whoa, back. Get out of there.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's just a brooch.
I want that brooch. It wasn't Gillis's to sell.
I bought it fair and square.
How much do you want for it?
I guess I could give it to you for $100.
Here.
Yeah, take the damn thing. Crazy son of a bitch. You don't know who you're messing with. Somebody's gonna pay for this.
Where's your father?
I don't know.
You want me to go find him again?
Not really.
Let's take a walk. I'll take you to the trolley.
Thank you.
Got you your brooch back.
I won't ask.
Probably best not.
Hey. What are you doing now? Right this moment?
Why'd you ask?
Well, I was wondering if you wanted to do something. Head to the theater, perhaps.
Theater? Me? Sure, why not?
It'll be fun, Arthur. Let's go to the Relure. They have the strangest acts.
Strangeness I can handle. It's the normal business of life. I can't seem to get a grip on.
You and me both, Arthur. Oh, I've missed you.
Don't start.
You're an idiot, but you'll always be my friend.
Well, of course I'm your friend, but you ain't always fair with me.
If I was fair with you and a good person, I'd have had you hanged a long time ago.
Well, that's true.
So, shut up and act like a gentleman, or at least try to for once in your brainless life.
You're not a very nice woman, Mrs. Lenny.
Well, look at the company I keep.
I know, it's quite dreadful, isn't it?
It's sort of beautiful, in a gaudy and tasteless way.
It's the only way I know.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm sure. You silly man. Come on, let's go find our seats.
How about here on the right?
Sure.
After you.
Welcome! And thank you for that thunderous applause. I am Aldridge T. Abington, the greatest assembler of entertainment since Nero himself. Do not doubt. As a child, when I walked the horse manure-covered streets of Saint-Denis, I never dreamed of the stir I would create in this locality
just
as a
starting or not?
proprietor
Are you in a
of
rush,
the
Arthur?
greatest show ever assembled. Prepare for the grandest excitement of your curiosity. Fire, snakes, and magic. I encourage any of you to dabble in all three if you have a settled aversion to manual labor as I do. For entertainment is a gift that will see you through the winter better than any packed larder or root cellar full of canned goods. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a truly stunning musical performance to the stage, Miss Robin Koninsky!
Thank you for joining us. Now let's talk a little bit about this place we all love called Saint-Denis.
pretty good.
I told you this would be fun.
If your wagon is broke, get to the blacksmith shop. Don't worry yourself with planting a crop. The girls are wearing a brand new gown. We're heading to the Sunday town. Carpetbaggers, coal miners, and mountain folk. Loosen them stirrups and let off that yoke. Pretty young things say, come with me in the parlors and brothels of Saint Denis. The porter is drinking and the whistle just blew. The trains are heading to the land of voodoo. You won't sleep a wink, I can guarantee. Let's go drinking down in Saint Denis. There's dancing and singing and howling at the moon in the streets and alleys of each saloon. The rich and poor and the bourgeoisie, they's all heading down to Saint Denis. France didn't really give us much, except wine and grapes and fancy such and such. Pretend to be French, but can't you see? I'd rather live in Saint Denis. Yes, I'd rather live in Saint Denis. So draw your money, come see your honey in old Saint Denis. Well done.
That girl can sing.
Flawless. Perfect. Oh, I see you. You love her dulcet tones, right? Yes, she is pure spectacle, and I assure you she can charm any beast at all, from cockroach to killer whale. Your mother most likely told you not to play with fire, or to spend time in the company of strange women. You are about to do both. Miss Antoinette Sansorino.
Ooh. Stop it. Oh, look.
You can see how this could go horribly wrong.
I hope she stays away from the curtain.
Doing that every day?
I can't think of anything worse.
Keep dancing.
enchanting, mesmerizing. She is truly one to bring home to mother. It is said that there is a place in France where the naked ladies dance. I have been there. Prepare for the bawdy brasiers of the Petit Flaneur in Gay Paris!
Now, this is more like it.
Whoa, incredible! Aren't they lovely? Oh, those legs are a sight to behold. I am spent. Each of my shows is truly incredulous, awe-inspiring, and I'm sure you enjoyed. Thank you. We flounder through the morass of humanity, with only bright moments like these before it all goes dim and snuffs out in silence. So thank you. What a lovely evening. Come back tomorrow.
All right. Well, shall we?
Yes. That was fun, Arthur.
It was.
All right. You better take me to the trolley now, Mr. Morgan.
Of course.
Quite ridiculous, but somehow very amusing.
Sure.
My life wasn't supposed to... Oh. Is it too late for us, Arthur?
Can't lie to you. I'm a wanted man, Mary. If anyone close to me, well, they're wanted too, and I can't have you wrapped up in there. But it's coming to an end. This time it really is.
Run away with me, Arthur. Run away right now and don't look back.
I want to. More than anything, I want to. But I've got some people I need to take care of. Once they're free, then I'm free. Then I can disappear.
But Arthur...
If we're gonna run away anywhere, we'd need money. Soon, I'll have some.
I know you won't run away. But it's a pretty dream.
Very pretty, but I will once I get some money. I had some, but then some fool got it trapped into a town that I can't go back to. That's another story.
I'll write you.
Yeah.
Please, sir, will you help the poor?
You, kind sir, will you help the poor?
I ain't so kind.
Yes, you are, sir. You have it in you, I can tell.
I'm a nasty bit of work, Father.
Wrong on 2 counts, sir. I'm a humble brother, a penitent monk, not a priest, and you're a magnificent bit of work. You may have made some poor choices, but which of us hasn't?
You have no idea.
But you do. And God does, and that's enough for me and for him.
We shall see.
That we shall, sir. But why don't you hedge your bets and give 2 bits to the poor? There are so many who will go hungry tonight.
Sure.
Bless you, sir.
How you getting on, anyhow?
These are a somewhat apathetic lot, I'm afraid.
My mentor says that America is designed to induce apathy in people.
It's a wonderful insight. He must be a wise man, your mentor.
Well, sometimes he's a downright fool, but, well, usually he's the best man I know.
That's wonderful. The thing is, well, poverty will always be with us. But slavery, I thought we had banished that. But Saint Denis is acting as a staging post for shipping slaves out to some of the islands.
I don't believe you. It's 1899.
Maybe you should take a look for yourself. I've heard that the pawnbroker down the block around the corner, the one with the green door, well, they say he sells more than forlorn trinkets. Help the poor.
No. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am.
Oh, sorry, don't mind me.
Glad to see you again, sir.
Oh, another kid trying to...
Excuse me.
Let me know if you need some help.
Excuse me?
Hi there, mister. Feel free to browse.
Shall do. A bit of a strange question, but you heard tell of slavers around here, buddy?
What?
Where are they?
Who?
People you're hiding. I know they're here, don't lie to me.
Please, they made me do it. I was always good to them, but they forced me to do it, sir, I swear.
Where are they?
There's a door behind the bookcase there. Just pull the big red book called The Scourge of Crossbreeding by Harold McDougall.
Hello? Shh, cállate, cállate. Hello? Por favor, ayúdanos. Help, please.
Now, don't worry. I'm on your side.
Ayúdanos.
Please, I'm on your side. It's gonna be okay.
Gracias, señor. Muchas gracias.
Come with me. Don't worry. You're gonna be all right now, I promise. That's it. Come on. You'll be safe soon. This way. Not much farther. Poor bastards.
¿Quién es este hombre?
No lo sé. Estamos libres y eso es lo que importa. Tenemos que confiar en él.
Hi there. How can I help?
Good to see you again.
Thank you. Really.
What's up?
Brother
Dorkin's friend.
Arthur Morgan. Come on. You were right. I found these two imprisoned in that shop.
Oh my. That's... Well, they are blessed to have met you, Arthur.
Trust me, in that they're very unusual. I don't think they speak much English.
My brothers, come. Let's go get something to eat. Manger. Comida, please.
Hey, you forgot this?
Oh. Yes. Thank you. Here. Payment. For your services. I could not have freed these men myself.
Give it to the poor, brother.
Thank you. I will. Like I said, magnificent. Come on. Come. Come see me again sometime. I often work at the old church on Gasper Street in St. Francis.
Hey, buy me a drink, mon ami, huh?
No. Sure, what you want?
Brandy.
2 brandies, bud.
It's $2 a glass.
Oh, better be good then.
It's the best.
Thank you. Santé. It's quite a country you're building here, eh?
Well, me personally?
I don't know. What do you do?
Mostly, I just shoot people.
Oh, how very American of you. I love it.
What do you do?
Oh, mostly I pose, I show off, I complain.
Oh, how very French.
I know. I am ridiculous. I have been all over the world. I have seen the sights, and I have discovered the one eternal truth that I am a prize, how do you say, all ass.
Asshole?
That too.
Well, at least you have some self-knowledge. Where were you on your journey?
All the civilized world. Painting my little pictures, meeting the locals, you know.
You a painter?
No, I'm a whole ass. I thought we had covered this.
Yeah, but you paint.
Not according to salons at Paris. No, according to them, I cannot draw, I cannot paint, and I should go away. And so I went away.
You miss Paris?
That smelly, filthy place with old buildings and ghosts and shit and French people. I have that right here.
I guess so.
You know,
Arthur.
Charles. You know, Arthur? Don't believe in art. It's lies. Believe in women. They're the truth. Art is lies, but the vagina, that is truth. Breasts is truth. Art, it's for idiots.
If you say so.
Trust me, I've tried both. One is better. Much better. So, I must be boring you. But here.
What is it?
It's just a little doodle. You know, entirely worthless unless you want to wipe your bottom with it. But I wanted to say thank you for the drinks.
Well, that's very kind, Charles.
No matter.
Good meeting you.
If no one else will buy me a drink, I will go. Die down.
Howdy.
Still working, Mr. Strauss. What you been up to?
Trying to wrap up our accounts before we leave, Mr. Morgan.
So you'll be joining us in Tahiti?
I rather fancied Australia. A similar kind of people to us. Lots of opportunity.
Dutch tells me we're going to be ranchers.
Perhaps, but so far we have not raised many cattle.
No.
So, Mr. Morgan, will you help me finalize our business here?
This is filthy work.
We'll need money in Australia. For cattle and feed, I mean. Why flinch now? You never have done before.
I don't know.
Well, here they are. Some fishermen by the name of Davison, Algie Davison, living in a place called Catfish Jackson near Scarlet Meadows.
A fisherman.
And that's it. We're a union built on that, you know.
Okay. Hello, Mary Beth.
Oh, how are you, Arthur?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm well, I think. It's been quite a run we've had, but we're still alive.
So, no regrets?
Regrets for what?
Well, for joining this band of maniacs.
If you're a girl without means in this world, life is very scary. You boys cared for me before no one cared for me. Well, life weren't very nice, Arthur. Not after Mama got typhoid, and that was a long time ago.
Sure.
What about you? I heard you ran into that Mary girl.
Yep.
And?
Got me thinking how that all ended. Long time ago now.
What happened?
Well, she didn't love me enough, I guess. Or I wouldn't change.
Huh. Well, she was a fool then, Arthur.
Well, she put a lot of good years in on an outlaw. She definitely was a fool.
In these books, life seems so simple, but in reality, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers? What are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
Where are we heading?
I'll tell you on the way. Just get going. All right, head for Rhodes. And quick.
She's in Rhodes?
No. She's at a place called Radley's house, just west of there.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with used from time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No. She spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
And now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the foremans hassling her in Valentine.
Yes, they probably followed us down here. You don't know what happened? She killed one of them, for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. But like I say, she was defending herself. She fled and fell in with us right after that. I just hope we can get to her in time.
It's not too far.
If they've touched a single hair on that girl's head, I will eviscerate the sons of bitches.
See? You do care, Miss Grimshaw.
Of course I care. About all of you fools. Some just require a firmer hand than others. You especially.
Thank you.
I swear half of you would just rot in your own filth if nobody kept you in check. Anyway, Talking of folks disappearing, have you seen that boy Kieran since the party for Jack?
Come to think of it, no. That could be another problem.
Well, he'd be a real fool to turn on us now. But I can't imagine he'd last too long on his own.
Still.
Well, I'll get some eyes out. See if we can track him down.
Okay, good. Let me know. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Morning. Yep. I think there's a guard.
I'll deal with him.
Whoa.
What do you want? Kind sir, we're lost and in need of some help.
Get out of here.
Oh, I see that kindly face of yours, and I know that for the right inducement, a gentleman such as yourself could be mighty kind.
Now get out of here.
Oh, now you keep saying that. But you don't mean nothing by
I
it.
said.
You said your last word. Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there and find our girl.
What the hell? What the hell you think you're doing?
It's okay, Miss Tilly. Now, let's get you out of here.
I thought there was...
Yeah, it don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. There were 5 of them, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that gun. Anyone approaches, shoot them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be just fine.
Now catch that bastard.
The one in front's the boss. Bring him back alive. I ain't done with him yet.
All right, get after them. There, straight ahead. I saw him go through those bushes. You've got a couple more seconds to regret what you did. They're heading down the hill to the water. You got it. Oh, there they are by the shoreline.
Stay the hell away from us!
All right, I think that last one's the boss. Lasso him and we'll take him back to Tilly. Don't kill him yet. I want Tilly to have the last word on this bastard.
Tilly Jackson ain't yours to have.
Come here.
That's it. Now make sure you tie him up real good.
You son of a bitch!
Make these nice and tight.
All right. You bring that bastard back to Tilly so we can all have a nice little chat. I'm gonna head over there now to check she's okay.
With pleasure. This could get bumpy. Come on.
Do you have the first idea what you're getting into? I'm Anthony Foreman.
Well, thanks for the introduction, Anthony. Is that Foreman with an A? I want the Undertaker to spell it right.
Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing. This rope is cutting into me.
Don't feel so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be seeing him soon enough. What are you gonna do with me? I ain't sure yet. Reckon I'll let Tilly decide what you deserve. You're wasting your time with that girl. She's a liar. She'll screw you over like she did me. I should have shot the bitch yesterday like I said I would. Damn coward. What the hell? You just shut your mouth now, Anthony. I've heard enough. Son of a bitch. All right. Here's your man.
Bring him here. Dump him on the ground here. I want to get a good look at this monster.
So he's still alive then?
I guess.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman. I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ain't yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons. We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want.
Kill him, Arthur.
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother? I'll leave you alone. History is done.
History is never done. It's your call, Arthur. But I'd slit his throat.
Go on.
All right, you.
Come on. Let's get you home. Yeah!
Now get out of here.
Hey! You better have a damn good reason for being on my property, mister.
You remember that loan you took, Mr. Davison? Well, time's long since up. I'm here to collect.
I should have known. You goddamn bludgeon men are all the same. Sure, I got your money. Every stinking cent. It's in the house. Hell, I'll even offer you a drink. We can toast to never laying eyes on each other again. I got a powerful thirst on me right now. How about you? Well, you gotta be stinking drunk already to do this kind of work.
I like doing it sober.
If you take my money, surely you take a drink off me as well. That would be the mannerly thing to do.
Let's us handle the money first. Worry about manners later, okay?
I could be fishing.
You were catching flies, you weren't catching fish. Now come on. Let's get us that debt.
Someone's here, boy.
Oh. Wait, what's going on?
Don't just stand there. Go fix us a drink.
Another one, Pop?
Don't give me no talk, boy. Just do it. I'll look down here for our savings.
Savings? Under the sink?
Best place for 'em. Now where's them drinks, boy?
Drinks ready. It's right there, mister.
Shouldn't have turned your back on me, you parasite. I'm gonna stop.
I shouldn't have. I don't want another beating.
Son, I want to get out of here, but I can't until I find some money.
There's some in my footlocker. I've been keeping it away from him.
Ain't that lucky?
I think I know the sum, and that should cover it.
Ain't you the good son? Should be proud of yourself.
I thought you'd run off to join the circus.
Huh? Circus? No.
You worried your mother half to death.
It's a nice place you brought us to, my brother.
Yes. Lovely, isn't it?
Makes me miss freezing to death in the mountains.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
And the people?
They were nice too. Everything was very, well, different. I slept in a bed in a room.
Like a cage.
No. More like a palace in a story.
How nice for you. Our little prince. Boy's got used to fine living now, Arthur.
What could be finer than a home in a swamp surrounded by alligators?
Very true. Well, little prince, tomorrow we begin reading again.
Got you there, tough guy.
Just name the place, my friend. Just name the place.
You see, distracted, I suppose.
Me? Oh, I'm fine. Fine. Just thinking. You know? Thinking. Excuse me. Excuse me.
There she is.
Arthur,
How are you doing?
thank you for your help with Miss Jackson.
Don't mention it, Miss Grimshaw.
You're a fine man, Mr. Morgan. Sometimes, at least.
Thank you, I think. Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
We are ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen. This way, please, gentlemen. Signor Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come, this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Hosea, Bill, you join the party? We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
Ah, the angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, a hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife, it's unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows. This self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people. They hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. Well, there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you... As a guest? Yes. As my guest? Bah! Do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
Sì.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay. Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble and steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Hosea, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
Can I interest you in a glass of champagne?
Ah! Get me a bloody drink,
Glass
will
of
ya?
champagne, sir?
A small one. Just big enough for me to swim lengths in, you know?
Yes, madam.
You know what? Ooh, great fuck, I'm drunk. You know, I used to be a great beauty. And an even greater wit. Time. What a total bastard it is, huh? And again, I always loved bastards. The real ones, I mean. Wedlock. Hugely overrated. I tried it enough. Well, I mean, I tried both. You know, bastards and marriage. I even married a bastard. That didn't work out so good. Oh my God. I should not have got up this morning. Oh, I need to go and sit down and have a little rest. I'm just gonna... Is anybody listening to me? I know I look like a drunken harlot, but let me be very clear, young man. I am a drunken harlot.
I mean, modern art is all very well, but my daughter...
Would you like some champagne?
Of course. Thank you, sir. You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
You're walking away from history, you fool! Women and men both deserve to decide the future. This is meant to be the land of liberty, but somehow I am not free to vote.
You are...
Look me in the eye and tell me in all honesty that I am not the equal of any man you've ever met.
You're preaching again, Mrs. Wicklow.
And you're burying your head in the sand again, sir.
Don't blame me for God's mistakes, if they were mistakes.
What do you mean?
Women are inferior to men, madam. It's not my fault. It's a fact. Undeniable. Demonstrable. I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm
yes,
intrigued,
can I help
sir,
you?
to hear your arguments.
I am your clear superior.
You're different, but you're neither my better nor my inferior, sir.
Okay, madam. I will not prove it by publicly thrashing you.
Well, you're stronger than me, sure. But as civilized beings? Haven't we moved past that? Apparently not. Good evening to you, sir. I will go find some other people to threaten to hit me, if that's okay with you, sir. That man may be stronger than me, but he's got all the inside of a bullfrog.
Yeah, probably.
Can I help you, sir? Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Albert Danielson. Bryn Tillman. This is Mr. Hector Fellows. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. New suit? Yeah. No, it's a new shirt. Are you new in town? Yes. I come from the west. The north. The northwest.
Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man. Undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, son. Don't you think? Well, I don't quite understand. Well, you are not, it would seem, the only one. I was in the army once. Good for you.
What do you do now?
Well, I'm not quite... I'm an American.
Yes, but what do you do?
Well, I'm in between jobs at the moment.
Oh, of course.
You shall be too, sir, if you don't sharpen up your morality.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying.
Well, try harder. Much harder.
What would you like me to do? Hit the mayor myself?
Impudence. I see you still got that. But it takes more than a steady line and insults to succeed in newspapers. At least in mine. Good evening. Prick.
What's your problem?
You French, sir?
Sort of. Originally. I'm from Quebec, but I left many moons ago. And you?
No, I came down from New York for a job. I'm a banker.
A banker?
An investment banker.
You're the fellows who never lend me money when I need it. And when I've got too much, try to lend me more.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFawn?
Originally furs, but now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec to the U.S.
Who do you bank?
The usual bunch of clowns.
You okay?
Oh, my lord! The pesky nut! What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you. Algie and Wisp.
Hello. Tacitus Gilded.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. What is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An estate in this land of commonplace heathens. My card, sir. Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away. Good evening.
Further one day, Mr. Knightley. When it comes to bankers, I drive a hard bargain. But I'm very fair in business.
I would at least like the opportunity to show you our business.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find
It really is a beautiful hair.
I got it from Mr. Wasp. He's the finest milliner in the state and quite the most interesting purveyor of the exotic. But don't tell anyone, sir. The women here are all desperate to know.
How was the show? I heard you went.
Outrageous. These dancers. Well, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French lesson. Oh, would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theater Rouleur. It's jolly fun.
Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening. Well.
Hello? It ain't complex, MU. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off. Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Please say something about Cornwall. Yes, find out what.
No problems?
Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Terrapin.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later.
Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jip and beat him. I will not have standard slip in this house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting.
nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law react.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
Try again. Please.
It is...
Morning.
Sister, my friend, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, sir. Brother Dorkins told me about the wonderful thing you did.
Oh, he talks a lot of nonsense. No offense.
None taken at all. Hey, stop!
These kids, they're the worst!
Don't hurt him, please!
Meet us at the cathedral, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, no, my mother gave me that when I was a girl.
You little bastard!
You all right?
Oh, I'll live.
Kid did this?
You know him?
He robbed me. Which way you go?
That way, think.
Thank you.
Get off me!
Where's my watch, you little weasel?
I don't know nothing about no damn watch.
Hey, you! Why don't you leave the boy alone?
What's it to do with you?
I can hit a lot harder than you. I promise you that.
All right, forget it. Little shit ain't even worth my time.
Thanks, mister.
Hey, you want some company, mister?
No.
You sure?
Hey,
What?
I know you. This is Downs?
Oh, no. Not you. Get away.
Hi,
Now.
I mean, hey.
Help! Help!
Hold on.
This man is bothering
Now-
me. Someone help me. Officer, help!
When I was younger, those challenges used to frustrate me. Mr. Morgan!
Excuse me, Father. Sister, I got your cross.
You didn't!
Oh, I did.
Oh, I hope the boy...
He's fine, physically. Mentally, he's a piece of work, but who am I to say?
Brother Dorkins was right about you. You are the most wonderful man.
Brother Dorkins is greatly deceived, I'm afraid, but I'm happy to help a little.
Thank you. You see, it's a thing, but my mother gave it to me when I was a novice, shortly before she passed. You are the most wonderful man.
Oh, excuse me, Father. Sister, enjoy your day.
See, Father?
Brother Dorkins?
Excuse me, but...
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you?
What?
Listen, bit of a weird question, but do you know where I might find some moonshine?
What?
Moonshine. You know, strong liquor. Over strong.
Why, you want to get over drunk?
No, it's not for drinking.
What is it for?
Oh, I just need some.
Well, as luck would have it, you are in the legal hooch capital of America. There's plenty of real booze here. But for shine, well, I'm guessing you'd need to go out into the woods. I mean, I know you'd have to go out into the woods.
Now listen, I don't need that much.
How much?
About 100 gallons.
Of shine?
Yes, thereabouts.
Why?
Oh, all right, I'm trying. I'm building a machine. A machine of love.
100 gallons of hooch and love's gonna come pretty cheap.
Please, friend. I'll pay. Just bring it here. It's for a good cause.
Well, if anyone knows who's moving that kind of shine, it'll be that Stagecoach guy in Rhodes.
Ah. Hello.
Glad you dropped in. I've got that, information you asked for.
Need something more specific this time. A wagon full of moonshine.
Well, you might just be in luck.
I knew I picked the right fella to speak to.
Hello there. Are you well? Too sober to smile.
Now, where's this shine? Easy. Who we got here? Slow up now. You stop that wagon!
What is it?
Whoa! Word of warning. I seen a big old gator just sitting in the road up ahead.
I think we'll take our chances.
Step down from there and drop your weapons. We're in this ship. Yep. Shine all right. Let's get you home. So, I got your moonshine.
You're a wonderful man. Wonderful.
You got my money?
It's for a very good cause. My name is Professor Andrew Bell III. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Can't say that I have.
Oh, I'm an inventor. Maybe you've read about me.
I don't read much.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Oh, yes.
You got my money?
Oh, well, it is the most wonderful invention, friend. Oh, you, sir, have done a great deed.
All I've done is get some creep a lot of drink.
Creepers. Excellent. No, nonsense. Now, you've helped me develop the most humane machine imaginable. A way to induce calmness to our most troubled souls. A way to end the barbarity of a public hanging. Oh, so humane.
What are you talking about?
The electric chair.
What?
It's a chair full of electricity. It's quite fascinating. It calmly and peacefully dispatches sinners to face judgment. Yes, judgment. Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, it's in my laboratory. The next thing I need is a demonstration. A public one. Huh. Do you know the police chief?
As well as anyone.
Oh, wonderful! Perhaps you can encourage him to let me demonstrate the chair. It will help bring this town into the next century. Yes, could you do that?
So, welcome to our humble police house.
Chief, I'm representing the inventor of a humane execution machine. An electric chair. And he wants to demonstrate his invention here.
Ah, I'm familiar with the man and his work. Tell you what, I'll give you a permit. But it's gonna cost you $100 in fees.
Hey, look, this will save you money in the long run. And, it'll save the condemned a whole lot of pain.
That remains to be seen. But I'll give you a permit for 50.
Okay, well, the price is fair. Here you go.
And here, sir, is your permit. Pending the usual formalities, of course, such as finding a suitable candidate for humane dispatchment.
I'll tell that to the professor.
Good luck.
What do you want? Hello, friend!
Hello, Professor...
Andrew Bell III.
That's it. So, the chief says you can test out your machine, pending the usual formalities.
And what are they?
Finding a suitable, subject.
Ah, funny you should mention. This fella here, he seems sturdy enough, and he's guilty as sin.
Wilson J. McDaniels, wanted for murder, bigamy, and immoral animal husbandry. What's that?
The mind shudders. Here, find him for me and help me put him out of his misery. Huh.
I'll come with you, you son of a bitch. You're your own jail keeper, mister.
in a prison of your own making.
So, what you got for me? Up you get.
Take me to damn court, then.
Yeah.
This ain't America. We ain't free no more. Can't raise no animals, take no wives. All I did was graze my livestock. Married them that needed marrying, and killed any that tried to stop it. I ain't wrong. It's you that's wrong. We was trying to live free. And you came along and laid waste. Take me in, just take me to the jailhouse.
You know, you ain't going to court. You ain't going to jail either. I'm taking you to a professor I know.
What in hell are you talking about?
You're a lucky man, mister. You get to be part of a great experiment.
Shut up!
Huh? You ain't gonna die needlessly is what I mean. Nope. Your death's gonna be an important step in the advancement of human knowledge.
What the hell are you saying, mister?
This professor, Andrew Bell III, I believe he said. He's a little odd, maybe harebrained, but I got no reason to doubt the quality of his work.
What's this damn professor got to do with anything?
Well, he wants to try this new electricity chair on you, to kill you, humanely.
No!
Yeah. Well, he's gonna strap you into this contraption and run a large electric current through your system. Got something to do with moonshine. Don't quite know what. I guess that's why he's the professor and I'm the bounty catcher. Well, as I said, I can pass on his assurances that this is a most humane way to go. It'll be just like, well, like switching off a light.
They wouldn't let you do this to me. They wouldn't.
Oh, they would. And we got a permit and everything. You was in animal husbandry, am I right? Well, you ever seen lightning strike livestock, Mr. McDaniels? Now, I ain't ever seen the actual impact, but I came across the pasture sometime after. The storm had just cleared and there was smoke in the air, smell of burning hair.
No.
There must have been a dozen head of cattle lying there, piled up, mangled. Strange scars across their backs, legs, and necks. It's half like they was burned, and half like the skin was ripped off.
No!
Eyes bleeding. Some of them popped out.
No!
If I hadn't seen the storm, I would have thought some devil caused that mischief. But no, sir. It was lightning. Electricity does something, all right. I seen trees explode in front of me. I seen desert sand baked into glass. That's what I seen lightning do. But, you know, hey, this...
That's the fellow that took our moonshine.
Oh, good.
Come on! We gotta get him off!
He gone? I'm sorry about that, McDaniels. You all right? Uh-huh. Yeah, me too. Well, you'll be happy to know we ain't got far to go. Hold on tight now. Here we are. The professor will be real pleased to meet you.
No!
Come on. I got it. Don't be shy now. Let's go.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Ah, bring him over here.
Now, where's my money?
Money?
Yeah, for all the running around I've been doing.
Oh, well, once they buy my humane electric ending facilitator, there'll be money enough for you, sir.
Well, let's hope.
All right, let's get our poor unfortunate ready for the demonstration. Oh, do come and watch. It'll be amazing. Come along.
Ah, there you are, dear boy.
Yes, here I am.
Well, we're going to need to get you smartened up a bit.
Why?
Well, you can't play at the tables on a Lannahechee riverboat looking like this.
You can't?
Not if you want to fit in so well that no one will realize you're there to rob the place. Now, come on.
Are we still doing that?
Of course! We're going to fix you up so fine no one will notice a thing.
Hello, can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, my friend here is in need of a new suit. We are playing on the riverboat this evening.
Make this gentleman look like the Duke he really is. It was the English's fault.
A very good choice, sir.
A bitter and jealous people.
Come on, let's get you to the barber.
Sure.
Good luck tonight, gentlemen.
Herr Strauss has scoped the whole thing out. It's quite ingenious, actually.
What is?
The action he has planned. Indeed, it's not much of an action at all. You play cards and win. And you're going to bet very big and flamboyantly while you win. And everyone's going to think you're some new money from the oil fields come to lay it on thick and drunk. All the while, Herr Strauss will be signaling you in your line of sight. When you bust the place, they'll take you upstairs to pay you off. And that is when Javier comes in, and you take whatever you want.
You don't think they might see an armed Mexican coming into the safe with me?
Sure, they might, but perhaps not. You will see.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, don't be so jaded. We both know this is just the kind of innocent fun you thrive on.
Well, after the past couple of months, armed robbery don't seem such an innocent pastime.
No, but we, you, all of us, will be done here soon.
I hope so.
Come on. My good man, could you smarten up my dear hick friend here? This unlikely fellow has made himself a fortune in the oil fields and learned himself not a lick of manners or gentlemanly deportment.
Well, very good, sir.
No, it's not good. Not good at all. Not if they're going to let him play big at the tables tonight. Make him look like a prince, sir.
There, very smart.
Come on, let's get to the docks. I've arranged some transportation for us.
Hope you have a seat.
George, to the Grand Corrigan, please.
Grand Corrigan, sir.
Well, look at you. From Toad to Prince.
Yeah, this is a bit much, ain't it? The coach?
We can't whinny up there on horses like a bunch of countrified yokels. You're a brash oil man. Money to burn. Which reminds me, no shuffling and mumbling. Puff your chest out. Get outside yourself.
Yeah, all right. This ain't Hamden. So, who's a mark? Is he all right, by the way, the driver?
Oh, yes, don't worry. George and I go way back. It's a man called Desmond Blythe. Made a fortune in hosiery of all things. Likes to play fast and always keep some extra collateral in the safe upstairs.
So, if Strauss is sitting behind him, how does he know what cards I got?
He won't. But the dealer has recently become a very good friend of mine.
Another one.
Don't worry, Arthur. We're all the authors who own good fortune. He'll make sure you get the right cards.
What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed.
And what money am I playing with?
Don't worry. That has all been arranged. Your chips will be waiting. Ah, there she is. Come on.
Okay.
Arthur, leave any weaponry here. They'll search us when we get on. George, we'll collect these from you later.
Very good, sir.
Thank you, George.
Good luck, sir.
Now remember what I said, Arthur. Everyone is the author of his own good fortune.
Yes, believe me, I heard every word.
Watch Strauss, listen to the dealer, and this should be a very lucky night. There they are. Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you. Arthur, you remember this pair of boys we met in New York? Come on, gentlemen. Champagne is on dear old Arthur. He's rich as can be and feeling luckier than a turkey that survived Thanksgiving.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, dear boy. Come on, let's head aboard. Drinks on Arthur. Champagne.
I'm afraid we require all patrons to hand over their guns.
Good time. The tables await.
I'll go find myself a change of clothes.
Okay.
You seem unsure.
Robbing a heavily armed riverboat without a gun tends to bring out the self-doubt in me.
These people are virtually idiots. This is simple stuff. Now have a good time, but don't lose too much money or your wife is going to kill me.
Whatever you say.
Now where can I get a cocktail?
Take a seat, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen. Arthur Callahan. Sorry I'm late. I had some unfinished business at the bar.
Desmond Blythe. Evening. Not to worry. Welcome to the game, Mr. Callahan. Okay, gentlemen, let's play. I hope you're a player. Been too many cowards at these tables recently. Nothing less dignified than a man afraid to lose a little money.
Look at this! Chips already stacked up, waiting for me. I like this joint already.
We aim to please, sir.
So, how are we all fared?
Some better than others.
If we all fared the same in life now, where would the fun be?
Quite.
Wait, not Desmond Blythe, the hosiery king. I should have brought my other wallet.
Not my preferred title, but yes, you should have.
Well, hello, my ladies.
Damn it.
Mr. Blythe wins with 3 queens.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I guess it's just you and me now, friend.
Yes, it is.
Time to see if you're really the man you seem to think you are.
Likewise, Mr. Blythe.
So, what business are you in, Mr. Callahan?
I'm an oil man, for my sins.
Funny. I haven't heard of you.
Oh, you will. You know, I thought about getting into hosiery, but I just look better in a suit.
I would stick to oil, Mr. Callahan. I don't think you have a future on the stage.
You sound just like my wife.
Sorry to do this to you, but I have no choice. All in.
I'll call. Interesting. Pair of cowgirls. Shit. Shit. I guess my luck held. Is that you done?
Done?
Bust. Or, you got something else to play with?
Meaning?
Well, I heard... Well, I heard there was some big boys on this boat. Maybe that's not you. No offense.
Sit your hillbilly ass down.
Why?
I got a watch.
Look at you.
An expensive one. Real fine. Swiss. A Reutlinger, no less. It's in the safe upstairs. It's worth more than you.
Okay. I trust you.
Now play.
As you wish.
So, you must know Leviticus Cornwall, big oil man like you.
Of course, we've crossed paths. I was fortunate enough to tour a little operation of his up in New Hanover.
I am 100% all in, Mr. Callahan.
Don't worry, sir. Everyone is the author of his own good fortune.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Pair of kings.
Very good, but not good enough.
Shit. Uh-oh. Yes, you little beauty.
Hard lines, Mr. Blythe. Mr. Callahan wins with an ace-high diamond flush.
God damn you! No offense.
None taken.
Well played, sir.
Unlucky, Desmond.
Now, forgive my lack of discretion, but, where might I find this watch?
It's upstairs. Shall we go and have a look?
Why not?
Gentlemen.
Please, cash these out for me.
I started last week.
Good. Sure. Perhaps you could escort us up to the office.
Yes, of course, sir.
Thank you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Come with me, sir. You're having quite the night.
Yeah, so far.
I cannot believe someone gave a greaser a job.
We live in strange times.
Personally, I wouldn't trust one with a gun, but fear not. I've got my own little lawgiver right here.
Very good.
Next, we'll be hiring Negroes.
I know.
I think you're going to like this watch, sir. I saw it earlier, and it really is a handsome piece. Foreign made, but you can't have everything.
Indeed.
Well, here we are. Just give me 1 second, sir.
Of course, take your time. Don't reach for that gun.
Take his gun, Arthur.
I guess you were right. Only an idiot would give a greaser a gun.
Idiot, huh?
Shit, let's hope no one heard that. Quick, clear the safe. Let's get out of here. Can't believe that asshole had another gun.
The view in here is looking pretty good.
How much is there?
Must be a few thousand plus the watch.
Nice. Now let's get out of here. Come on. Let's go meet the others.
Sure.
I reckon we've only got a few minutes to get out of here.
If we're lucky.
Was that a gunshot?
It sounded like one. Come on.
And how exactly are we getting out of here?
I ain't too sure. This is what tends to happen when you leave Trelawney in charge of planning. No garnish, no meat. Probably involve us dressing up as dancing girls and carrying cannon off the side. Nice uniform, by the way.
Thanks. I'd give anyone a job these days. Anyway, we shouldn't give ourselves away until we know we need to. Maybe we could still blend into the crowd when it all goes crazy.
Which it surely will. To the bar, senor!
I hope you had fun, sir.
At the time of my life. You boys sure know how to put on a show.
That's wonderful.
Ah, look! There's your friend.
Friend is not a no-good cheat, and I beg you to take back the insinuation.
There he is.
Now, don't be a sore loser, friend.
There's something I don't like about the pair of you.
There's plenty I don't like about you, but I have the good manners to keep my mouth shut.
There he is! Shoot that man! Come on, Arthur! We gotta get out of here!
Come on, let's get the hell out of here!
How do I suggest?
I don't know, this ain't my show! Silly me, I clean forgot to bring my...
Damn it! We gotta go! Come on! What about the alligators? Oh my god! For Christ's sake!
Well, never a dull moment.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, how much did we get?
A few thousand, I think. Pretty good.
Yes, indeed.
And this watch, apparently it's worth a bunch. Swiss, a Reutlinger or something?
Nice watch. Yes, it's a Reutlinger, all right.
We'll give it back then. All right, come on, let's get out of here.
Riverboat rocked. Read all about it.
Oh, just trying to keep my head above water.
I guess that's how it goes.
One moment, please.
Hey.
This is extremely delicate. There. Ah, wonderful. May I help you?
Well, I don't know. I met you, remember? At that party?
Oh, yes. You saved my life. Oh, I am eternally yours, Algernon Wasp, purveyor of the exotic and the exquisite. Enchanté.
Tacitus Kilgore.
How can I help you? May I interest you in a hat, perhaps? How about a nymph? I import them from Brussels. The idiots in this town all want Italian nymphs, but the Italians make the coarsest of marble. I mean, quite frankly, the Baroque is an abomination. Belgium. Now that is a land for the connoisseur.
Oh, yes. Yeah, as I always say. But, you know, I'm not really a nymph kind of man.
Oh, of course, too ephemeral. You want something, more tangible, more gothic. I also make corsets. Would you like a corset? I always wear one.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I ride a lot of horses. The whalebone might stick in.
Well, a cup of tea.
Sure.
And what is it you do, Mr. Kilgore? Are you a gentleman of leisure? An aesthete? An artist?
I suppose I'm kind of an adventurer.
Ha! Yes, of course you are. Here, be careful with the china. Sir, it is French.
Not Belgian?
No. They are Philistines in that area, not to be trusted. Youth, eternally preserved in marble, is more their specialty. I fear China will always elude them. Now, why are you here exactly?
I don't know.
You're an adventurer. A wanderer, a lost soul cast out from heaven?
Sure.
Well, I do pay exceptionally well for certain objects needed for my art.
You do?
I do. Exceptionally well.
Well, what do you need?
Let's see. Right now, I have a couple of commissions. I need at least 15 egret plumes. Good ones, obviously. I also need 15 assorted orchids. Here's a list.
Okay. I will see what I can do. Thanks for the tea.
Thank you, Tacitus. It'll be very worth your while.
Howdy, sweetheart.
Fog reminds us we live in a swamp.
How do you do?
Good day, sir. Oh, Mr. Kilgore. How are you? Well, I trust.
I got you the plumes and the orchids that you asked for.
You did! Oh, the Duchess of Sorrento will be most happy with you. She's an old friend, the Duchess. Gone to seed a little now, but in her youth, oh, she was the most beautiful woman in all of Italy. Oh, a Neapolitan pearl. I mean, even I would... No. Bellissima. Oh, quite astonishing. You're good. Oh, you're very good. Algernon, I whispered to myself. I said, this man has the eye of an artist. No, he's better than an artist. He's a man of taste, a connoisseur like you. Oh, that's what I murmured to myself, and I wasn't wrong. No, sir, I was quite right. Marvelous.
How much do I get?
Well, I don't know. At least $100. This should set you right. I'm sorry it's cash. I prefer something less vulgar, but such is life.
I'm fine with cash. Anything else you need?
Me? No, I'm fine. There is one thing. More orchids. Quite a particular list, but once again, I will make it worth your troubles.
Okay.
It's a little something I'm making for the Baroness von Buchwald. You know how she is.
Oh, very demanding.
Dreadfully so. The best ones, they always are. Thank God you came, Tacitus. I was panicking. I cannot believe the pressure this woman puts me under.
Which woman?
The Baroness, of course. She writes the most dreadful missives from Baden-Baden. Still, now I will finish her creation. Oh, my lord. And after that, it's never ending.
Well, if you keep paying, I can keep looking.
I don't like to impose.
No, keep paying me, and it's not an imposition.
Well, then, here's the money for the orchids for that ghastly Baroness. And next, I think we'll work on this. It's a displayer cabinet of curios for the Contessa de Bellagio's new palazzo on Lake Garda. She's asked me to summer with her there next year, but, well, I find the whole thing a little gaudy. Italy is just so overrun with Americans just now, don't you find?
Yeah, it's a real problem.
And it's the worst kind of Americans. Financiers, New Yorkers, they're such vulgarians.
And, what do you need?
The silly old thing has a penchant for lizards. So, I'm making her a series of centerpieces focused on alligator eggs and orchids. It's about duality.
Well, I'm all about duality.
Well, here, and remember, Tacitus, take your time and bring me nothing. Nothing but the best.
I'll try. Morning.
How's your name?
Oh, hello, stranger.
Hello, Algernon.
Well then, did you get those eggs?
Oh, yes.
You're a wonderful fellow, Tacitus. A man of rare distinction. Herculean labors performed almost effortlessly in the pursuit of art. Oh, the Contessa, well, she's a terrible hag, but she'll be happy.
I hope so.
What do you think of this hat?
Oh, yeah. Very exotic.
I made it for you.
For me? No. I'm just, it would be wasted on me, Algernon. I mean, it's too fine for a man of my coarseness.
At least try it on.
No.
Please.
Okay. Here you go. Yeah. It's not exactly me.
No, you're right. It's all wrong. I went forte, and I should have gone molto adagio. Here's your money for the eggs and the flowers.
Have you got anything else?
No, but I've imposed too much already, and I'm ashamed of the millinery.
Well, you pay well, and it's easy enough work.
I do need some more orchids. Fairly rare ones, quite a few. It's for a cabinet I'm making for a wonderfully spoiled little girl on Fifth Avenue.
I thought you hated New Yorkers.
Oh, I do. I'm just so dreadfully weak-willed. It's not the money, it's the chance to make these things. Oh, I wanted to say no, Tacitus. I really did. But somehow, I never can.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, and Tacitus, I'll make you something.
Honestly, I'm fine.
Bonjour, Miss O'Shea.
Hello, Arthur.
And don't you come at Grimshaw.
Hey, Arthur.
What you doing?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
It's just a little robbery, all right? Nothing serious.
Good. What are you robbing?
A stage. There's a stage coming through. According to the fella I met, it'll have a bunch of money aboard and no security whatsoever as it comes up the river trail between here and Catfish Jackson.
Okay. That sounds worth investigating. You and, who?
I don't know. I thought I'd do it on my own. It'll be unprotected. Won't be a huge take, but I should make out okay.
There ain't no such thing as unprotected. Now, who you want to go with?
I guess you.
Now?
I don't need no hand-holding offer.
Oh, come on, kid. But if we decide to do it once we've had a look, I'm taking half the money.
All right, let's get going then. It should be on its way right now.
Make sure you stay close.
It seems like only yesterday you and me was shooting our way in here to rob those fools.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be glad to leave this place behind if I'm honest. Got a bad feel to it.
At least it's got a roof.
You've got a roof. Of course, I'm outside with the juniors.
Oh, you ain't even 20 years old. Your time will come.
Follow me. I saw a good spot for an ambush.
So who's the feller told you about this?
It's a sound lead, I told you.
And what did he have to gain by giving you this information?
You mean, did I give him money or a gun? You're just gonna have to trust me on this one, Arthur.
Okay, I do. You've more than proved yourself the past 6 months.
Don't forget, I was on the run for murder before falling in with you boys. For 3 years. It ain't like I'm new to any of this.
Those fellers who killed your pa?
Yep. And I'd do it again right now.
Of course.
Okay, here we are. Oh. Let's leave the horses off the road to the right here. Figured we take up position behind these rocks.
Yeah, seems good.
The stage should be coming up the river from Catfish Jackson any time now. There it is. And I don't see no escorts neither. This should be a cakewalk.
Are you sure about that?
You see any? As soon as they're close enough, we'll jump out, hit them fast.
Just wait for my lead, okay? I said wait for my lead.
This is a robbery. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. I said drop the weapon.
Okay, okay. Just take it easy. All right, boy?
Anyone else? Anyone inside there? Answer me! Last chance. Come out, or we're coming in. Shit!
U.S. Marshals, you're under arrest.
Bastard is as good as they
You alive?
Yeah. Are you?
Evidently.
That was not the way I was expecting things to go.
You took us into a trap.
Look, I'm telling you, it was good information. Wait. Look, there's some money here. Not much.
Yeah, it ain't much, because it was a trap. Stage companies do this all the time. They set up traps to catch fools.
Shit.
Like you and me.
I feel like a fool.
Well, that's good, because you are a fool. But you're still alive, so don't worry too much about it. Come on, get out of here before any more turn up.
All right. See you back at camp.